Mario Andretti.
Mario Andretti is the true embodiment of the American dream, an immigrant faced with every obstacle imaginable. Yet through perseverance, he became the most successful American Formula One driver and an American hero. Born in Montona, Italy on February 28, 1940, to parents Alvise and Irina Andretti, Mario was immediately faced with terrible struggles. It was the beginning of World War II, and the war was in full force around Montona, forcing him and his family to move to Lucca, Italy, and live in refugee camps with extreme food shortages. At the conclusion of the war, the family lost everything, including their land after their hometown became a part of the communist Yugoslavia. Lucca was where Andretti fell in love with racing, from working in a garage and watching racing, especially the Italian Grand Prix. At 15 years old, Mario and the Andretti family immigrated to the United States in search of a better life. They moved to Nazareth, Pennsylvania, which was where Mario and his twin brother Aldo began racing a Hudson Hornet they had fixed up behind their father's back, who did not know that they had raced, until Aldo was so badly injured in a race that he spent 2 months in a coma. The twins went on to have great success in the NASCAR Sportsman Racing Series, especially Mario, who won 21 out of 46 races. Despite his great success in modified stock cars, he wanted to transition to open-wheel racing. He started in midget racing, in which he also dominated, finishing third in the championship and placing in the top 5 of 29 races out of 46. He became a driver for the United States Auto Club Championship Car Series in 1964. The series was the top class of U.S. open-wheel racing, the equivalent of the top IndyCar series today. While he looked for a seat in the Championship Car Series, he continued racing sprint cars full-time. In 1965, he made his rookie debut for Dean Van Lines Racing. He won Rookie of the Year and championship that season, despite only winning one race. Andretti continued his great success, winning 8 races in 1966 and becoming the champion in back-to-back seasons. In 1967, Andretti finished runner-up. He won 8 races in a row, fought through broken ribs to stay in the Indy 500, won Driver of the Year, and lost to A.J. Foyt in the championship because he was able to commandeer his teammate's car to the finish with just enough points to beat Andretti in the last race. During this time, he also raced stock cars and won the Daytona 500 in 1967. Andretti then went on to win his first sports car race at the 12 Hours of Sebring in 67 as well. To add more chaos to the 1967 season, Andretti became an owner-driver to DVL Racing after the owner died, and the company was sold to him. Racing for his own team, Andretti Racing Enterprise, in 1968, Andretti again finished runner-up. The following season, he sold his team to STP Corporation and stayed as driver with them until 1971. He did not have any major success during this time and decided to leave for the dominant Vel Parnelli Jones Racing. With Parnelli, he assembled a super team, with designer Maurice Felipe and Jim McKee. However, he did not win any championships from the time he joined in 72 to the time he left in 74. In 1975, he decided to make a career shift. Andretti's dream since childhood was to be a Formula One driver. In 1975, he was able to make this dream come true, as he had the opportunity to race for Parnelli's Formula One team. However, this was not his first time in a Formula One car. His debut was at the United States Grand Prix in 1968 with the racing team Lotus. He also completed a short stint with Ferrari in 1971, where he won his first Grand Prix in South Africa. His time at Parnelli was short-lived, quite unsuccessful, and littered with car issues. In 1976, the Parnelli Formula One team pulled out after just 3 races. Andretti immediately went to Colin Chapman, the owner of Lotus Racing Team, and secured a spot for the rest of the season. His timing in joining the team could not have been better. Lotus's new technological developments in the car were revolutionary and contributed to the current car today. Their car had more downforce to help in corners, smaller rear wings, and larger side pods to help take in air. Mario was extremely helpful in setting up the new car and giving feedback to develop it. In 1977, they realized the car was very fast, maybe the fastest on the whole grid, but due to unreliable engines and uncontrollable downforce, the car was less successful than they had hoped. However, in 1978, they found much more success. This was the season Andretti won his Formula One championship. After fixing the issues of the previous year, Andretti was able to win the championship with 2 races left in the season. He was then able to celebrate his win because his teammate Ronnie Peterson died after a massive crash during the race. Following the 1978 season, Mario Andretti did not win another Grand Prix. In 1981, Andretti decided to race for Alfa Romeo and in 1982 he decided to finish his Formula One career racing intermittently with both Williams and Ferrari. He concluded his career in Formula One with 12 race wins, 18 podiums, a world title, and title of the most successful American Formula One driver.
Andretti decided to go back to IndyCar in 1979 while still competing in Formula One. IndyCar was newly under the jurisdiction of CART, the Championship Auto Racing Teams, which replaced USAC. The first team is with was Penske, who helped start CART and emphasized car development. Throughout the 79 and 80 seasons, Andretti raced part-time and only won one race. Following his exit from Alfa Romeo in 1982, he competed with Patrick Racing, finishing the season in third place. In the following season, Andretti joined the Newman-Haas racing team, founded by Carl Haas and Paul Newman. In 1984, Andretti won his fourth IndyCar title. 2 seasons later, in 1986, Mario's son Michael started competing against him, and in 1989, they raced on the same team with Newman-Haas before Michael left to race in Formula One. Andretti continued racing and even won a race at the age of 53 in 1993, which is the oldest a person has ever been to win an IndyCar race. In 1994, Mario Andretti retired from IndyCar racing after a 30-year racing career beginning in 1964. He finished his IndyCar career with the third most wins of all time, 52, 4 IndyCar championships, and a race win at the Indianapolis 500.
Mario Andretti is one of the most acclaimed drivers of all time, and arguably the most successful American driver. He's the only driver to have won a Formula One championship, Daytona 500, and Indianapolis 500, which goes to show his immense talent in all major racing disciplines in the United States. He was voted Driver of the Century, U.S. Driver of the Year in 3 different decades, and has been inducted into countless notable racing Hall of Fames. Nowadays, Andretti is still active in the racing world, with being the ambassador of the Circuit of the Americas Formula One race in Texas, and serving on the board of the new Cadillac Formula One team. Until very recently, he was still driving 2-seaters and test driving for his son's cars. He also owns a winery and supports his grandson Marco in his racing endeavors. He still resides in Nazareth, Pennsylvania, the town where he first moved to when coming to America, and the town where he met his late wife, Deanne. Mario Andretti is an American hero and one of the greatest race car drivers of all time, arguably the greatest all-around driver, who found great success in endurance, sprint, midget, Formula One, IndyCar, and NASCAR racing.